I've had the DJI Spark for a little while now, and whenever I carry it someplace, when I take it with me, I use this little shoulder bag that it came with. But I've been looking around and I actually have not been able to find this specific shoulder bag for sale, or I would make a link to it down below. If I can find it, I'll put a link down there. But even though this bag is very small and it does carry the grand majority of what I take with me with the Spark, like I said, it's impossible to find at this point unless you buy the whole combo. It doesn't provide a huge amount of protection. There's not a whole lot of padding or anything, and it does get just a little bit tight. Meaning when I open it up here, you can see inside, I've got the Spark, the batteries, the controller, a bunch of other things up in here, but I don't really have enough room to include the full charger with it. I mean, it might fit down in this little front pocket, but it's just a really tight fit, and if I did that, I couldn't put the plate in there. Luckily, this charging plate that does 3 batteries also works over USB, it's just slower. So whenever I'm traveling, a lot of the time I'll just take the bag with this charging plate and make do with the fact that I can't charge it as quickly. But if you've picked up the Spark and a few accessories, but you don't have a bag yet, might have an option for you here today. So here in front of me today, I have the Deyard waterproof carrying case for the DJI Spark. As you can see from the outside, it has sort of a carbon fiber pattern. That's not carbon fiber. According to Amazon, it's just PU plus EVA, so it's kind of a nice quality plastic, but it does provide a bit of a hard side to it, although if you push on it, it is going to sort of collapse in a little bit, so just be careful. You have a decent quality zipper around the outside, and a carrying handle on top that does retract, although no shoulder straps, but for something this small and this light, you don't necessarily need a shoulder strap. Although I will say, on the original DJI carrying bag for the, yeah, it's really nice to have that strap. But here's what the inside of it looks like. So you have this solid, durable foam with space for the Spark. Fits nicely down in there with a couple of little finger cutouts here so you can pull it back out. Space for an additional 2 batteries, which again have those finger holes to help you reach down in there and pull them back out. And it goes pretty deep down in there. A space down here for the controller if you happen to have one, with cutouts for the sticks so it's not mashing them around or anything. Fits nicely down in there. Another decent sized section over here on the side where I would probably put half of the charger. So you just kind of fit it down in there like that. Doesn't take up too much space. You've actually got a little spare section over here, which I think you could put props or something in if you really wanted to, but it's gonna press against the material over here. There's like a mesh pocket, so maybe not. But then for everything else that I would carry with it, again, mesh pocket on this other side, where I can stick the rest of the charging power cable, my spare props, the USB on-the-go cable that I've actually been using with the Spark. This is what I got with the Mavic, but you can actually use any on-the-go cable you've got with this as long as it's micro USB on one end and then whatever you want on the other so that you can plug your device directly in and not have to use Wi-Fi. Really helps the video signal. So we'll put that up here too. Micro USB charging cable just in case. And of course my 3-plate battery charger. Zip it all right back up. And there you have everything that you need for the Spark that you can close it all up. And it's all in there, it's all protected, and according to the site, it's waterproof. I'm not gonna suggest that you go submersing this in water or anything, but the side does feel like if it gets water on it, it's not gonna seep through and hurt anything. Possibly a little better protection than this is, although the original carrying case, again, doesn't feel like it's gonna let water go seeping through. Just don't leave it out in the rain and don't drop it to the bottom of the pool. But either way, if you do have the Spark and you don't wanna go hunting for this bag or pay the $60 or so that they charge for the Mavic shoulder bag, because they're relatively the same size. By the way, the Mavic will fit in this original bag too, which is awesome. But this guy is available over on Amazon for $28.99. But very early impressions, it's not bad. So I'll go ahead and put a link to where you can find it down in the video description. Like I said, it does hold everything that I have for the Spark and gives you a nifty little handle to carry it around by. Shoulder strap would definitely be a nice addition to this, but definitely not bad. So let me know what you think of it down in the comment sections below, or hit the thumbs up, thumbs down button, let me know what you think there as well, or just let me know what you think about the video itself. And hit the subscribe button down below if you have not already to get subscribed to the channel so you get notified whenever I put out new videos. They'll show up in your subscription feed. You can also ring that little bell so you get notifications on your laptop, desktop, or phone anytime I do upload new videos, which should be every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you guys, as always, for watching. Thanks to Deyard for sending this out for me to take a look at, and I'll see you again next time.